I'm ready to go right now. Ready to go right now. 1, 2, 3, green light. Yeah, you. Yeah. That's right. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Uh-huh. All right. Turn these off. I need these joints. Boom. Are we ready? Are we ready? I know that, I'm going a little early today, but got to get some things done. So let's kick it. Let's go. You, what is up? What is up? Welcome to the house. I'm your host, Illuminati, man. Welcome on this glorious Monday. Yesterday was Easter. I know a lot of y'all went out, celebrated, enjoyed time with your family, did your thing on that glorious Easter Sunday. I just relaxed, just chilled out, Easter's not really my thing, but it is what it is. I hope everybody else out there enjoyed their Easter or whatever they wanted to celebrate on that day. But like I said, welcome to the house, man. Illuminati, Blues House. You know what this is. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. And if you want to support me and my channel, go to www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. That's www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. BLUSHOUSE. There you can support this channel and keep us alive, man. Keep the lights on in this house, you know what I mean? So but yeah, let's hop right on into it, man. Seeing like Marvel is giving us some goodies, letting us know what's coming up. We got a new trailer for Loki. So we got a new Loki trailer, which is dope, which I'm glad that we got a new Loki trailer. We needed a new Loki trailer, just something to keep us in tuned, you know what I'm saying? Keep us ready to go. As y'all know, Loki, and it's, with this trailer, and I'm going to show it in a minute, but this trailer it gave us way more than what the previous trailers gave us. We now know that Loki is considered a variant. A time variant means he is outside of his timeline. You have the time variant authority, I think that's what the name is. They have custody of Loki. And I believe that what he's doing is he's going around trying to fix the timeline, everything that he has caused since stepping outside of his timeline. He's trying to fix it and put things back together. So we'll see if that works. I'm going to go ahead and show this trailer real quick. I didn't know I could do that. That's kind of dope. So let me share. Let me get to what we need to get to. I'll just share this tab real quick. Don't forget the audio. All right. So this is from CBR.com. It says Loki trailer explains the Asgardians' new role in the MCU. The trailer begins with Loki and the Tesseract being brought to the Time Variance Authority, where the God of Mischief is placed in a prison-style jumpsuit, a power-dampening collar, and is forced to answer to Owen Wilson's Mobius. From there, the role of the TVA is explained as ensuing the proper flow of time, the likes of which were damaged by Loki when he used the Tesseract to escape in Avengers Endgame. As such, Loki's job will be to help the TVA make things right. So basically, and you know what? I wonder if he's not making things right for his timeline. I wonder if they're using him as an agent of the TVA to set a couple of things right in the timeline. Well, either way, let's see what this trailer is about. Now, from my understanding, that's Kang the Conqueror's lover and nemesis. So if y'all know anything about Kang the Conqueror, you know that I got a hangnail or something. You know that Kang the Conqueror from the future travels throughout time, but he has a lover. And from my understanding, that woman who they just showed sitting like right here, that's who that is. And did y'all just notice? I just noticed something else too. Go back. It's somebody else on trial. Look at that. Who is that right there? That's crazy, right? Who was that? That's crazy. So they record everything that he said. Now you see that? Find it again. This watch this time right here. Right there. Get out of there. You see that? Now, from what I'm understanding or what it looks like, if you see all these other breaks in time, because this is supposed to be the time stream, all these other breaks in time that they're heading off, you know, respectively on their own. This one does the same thing, but this one looked like it's about to converge with this one. So you might get two timelines folding on one another. Think about that. Think of the consequences that will have going forward. I just wanted to point that out with some of the multiversal things that Marvel is cooking up. So be on the lookout for some folding of time upon itself. I wonder who's that in the cloak. So is he in the doctor? Was that the Sanctum Sanctorum? It seemed like they went through a couple of locations. It seemed like they was in the Sanctum Sanctorum. Seems like they were also in was it Vermeer where Black Widow died at. Maybe they were also in Asgard. It looks like so. It looks like it's going to be a couple lots of locations here. It says Loki will center on the time displaced version of the character last seen in Avengers Endgame, who stole the Tesseract from the 2012 version of Earth Mightiest Heroes during a time heist and escaped to parts unknown. As for the semi-reformed version of Loki, he was killed by Thanos in Infinity War. We're working furiously to make this thing as great as possible, and I think people are going to be thrilled when they see it. So that right there, semi-reformed. I forgot. Well, I didn't forget, but this Loki hasn't seen all the things that happen. He hasn't seen what Thanos has done. He hasn't. His mother hasn't died. his father hasn't died. Like none of that stuff has happened. So this is the OG Loki that we got from the first Avengers. You know what I'm saying? So when watching this, keep that in mind that this Loki is not the Loki that we've seen grow and kind of mature a little bit. You know what I'm saying? This is that backstabbing. This is that still kind of jealous Loki that we're getting. So but yeah, let me know. Did y'all like that trailer, man? Did y'all enjoy the trailer? Do you think the show is going to be any good? I personally think that the show is going to be pretty tight, man. I think we're going to enjoy the show. Marvel's done pretty good with their shows. Black Widow was not Black Widow. I'm sorry. WandaVision was pretty good, and now Falcon and the Winter Soldier is really keeping my attention. I hate that we're already halfway through and it's only 3 episodes. Halfway through, that's kind of bumming me out. You know what I'm saying? I think stuff like this, because I'm like, how are they going to resolve? Like, they've given us a lot in these 3 episodes, so I'm trying to figure out how they're going to resolve everything that they have given us in these 3 episodes. But, you know, it's Marvel, and they're going to do what they do. They're going to keep marveling things up. But, yeah, let me know how y'all like the trailer. Did you enjoy the trailer? Yes, no, yes. Comment and let me know. All right, so on to the next. We have Black Widow. Black Widow with another trailer coming up. Bro, man. What up, man? What it do, man? I appreciate you joining in, big bro. Appreciate you joining in. Keep watching, man. Keep watching. I got this for you. What you say? XR says, let me show it. It says, it looks boring. More comedy to cover that lack of good writing. Falcon and the Winter Soldier have been good so far. So, XR, I noticed that you go in on, what's up, though? What's up? Yeah. I noticed you go in on Marvel a lot. Are you just strictly a DC guy, or do you think that they should just be bringing more? Or are they lacking in a certain area? Let me know, man. Do you think Marvel is just lacking? Let me know while I get into this Black Widow trailer real quick. So, like I said, Black Widow, new trailer is coming out, and I'm 50-50 with Black Widow right now, because I think it should have been came out right last year, and I think Marvel probably has gone back and done some reshoots that we don't know about, put some things together to help bring this story forward, because this movie is now, what, a year old now, if I remember correctly. So it says the new Black Widow trailer, Marvel trumpets a July 9th release. Looks like it won't be all that long before fans finally get to check out the delayed MCU flick. So I'm going to show this trailer, which came out Saturday. Saturday brought us a new Black Widow trailer and a closer look at Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff in the upcoming blockbuster now slated for July 9th of this year. Black Widow marks the first standalone movie for Johansson's character, opens Phase 4. See, this saying that it opens Phase 4, but we have already entered Phase 4 with these television shows. So let's get this trailer cracking real quick. What you say, XR? I like both Marvel and DC comics, not much the movies. Okay, so you're just strictly a comic book, and I get that. Like, but where do you draw? I guess where do you draw the line? Where do you set aside what's strictly for comic media and what's strictly for I guess television or movies? Where do you draw that line at? Because I used to be like extra hard, like, oh, that ain't nothing like the comics. That ain't nothing like the comics. You know what I'm saying? But the more I realize that comic book fans are certain species of people, I'm gonna put it to you that way. Like, we are a certain, like, we know we go strictly for the comics. You know what I'm saying? But when I'm given this this new medium, which would be television or movies, I have to encompass everybody. You know what I'm saying? I want to get everybody's dollars. I want everybody's eyes to come in and watch it, whether it be on TV or whether it be on the big screen. So But I mean, that's just something to think about. But I do get it. You know what I'm saying? The comics, and it's, I guess, because with movies, you got to think, do they really have the budget to be doing some of the things that they do in these comic books? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Gooch? What it do? What it do, Monica? How you doing, man? But yeah, you know what I'm saying. But let's run this trailer real quick. Run this trailer. Real quick, like. Let me know if y'all can or can't hear it. You can't hear it? Let me see. I wonder why you can't hear it. You should be able to hear it. You. I don't know why it's low. Like it's super loud on my end. My bad. Wonder what it is. Like everything is at 100. Man, I'm sorry it was low. I mean, it was good on my end. My bad, Gooch. I have to play with it after the stream and see what's going on. But as they say the movie is just 1 minute delayed coronavirus pandemic since March of last year. The new clip wraps up by touting the July 9th release date and says experience it in theaters or ordered on Disney Plus. Let me go. I think I missed a chat. Let me see. Okay, XR says the Sam Raimi trilogy was perfect without ruining the comics much. Yeah, but I mean, can you really ruin that Spider-Man story? I don't think you can really ruin that Spider-Man story. Sam Raimi did a good job, but did he not ruin part 3? Part 3 was abysmal, man. Part 3 had nothing like, what do you say that he was good at with transferring from the comics into the movies with part 3? Let me know on that, because that was part 3 was horrible, man. The Spider-Man doing the jig dancing and all that, like that was, nah, man. That had nothing to do with the whole Venom. Nah, that was bad. I can't agree with you on that. The first 2, yeah. That third one, nah. It's cool. The visual was dope. So, but did you like the trailer? If I know you couldn't hear it, but is that something that excites you going forward, makes you want to go and see this Black Widow movie coming up? But yeah, let me know how y'all felt about the trailer. Part 3 gave you the forgiveness message. Yeah, but was it a good movie though? You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of movies might give you a message or give you something to ponder on or to reflect about. But was it a good movie? Where do you rank part 3 at? as a good comic book adaptation movie. That's all I'm at. Even Sam Raimi is not doesn't even like that. I think he said he hated doing that movie because they took the reins away from him. From my understanding, Sony took away, and that's why he didn't do a Ford. That's why he didn't come back to keep directing. Creative the Space says, "Yep, me and the boys gonna check it out." Yeah, I think it's gonna be good, man. You gonna go to the movies to check it out, or you gonna just watch it at home? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? But yeah, I'm gonna keep it moving, man. So y'all let me know. I enjoyed the Black Widow trailer. I thought it was pretty dope. Seemed like it's gonna tell a pretty good story, but I don't know, man. This might be one of those times that Marvel takes a L. And a lot of people think Marvel don't take L's, but they've taken a couple L's. This might be an L. This might be an L. Now, what I do like is Taskmaster. I do like Taskmaster. So I want to see how they're going to convey his power set. You know what I'm saying? So by Legendary, what's up? What's going on with that? You spamming me, cuz. What's up, by Legendary? What it do? Hello. What up? What up? Let's see. XR says, well, at least they gave us life lessons, unlike most of the MCU movies where there's too much comedy and big explosions, but there's no message or nothing to learn from it. You don't think it's messages in these Marvel movies? Endgame, come on, Thanos taught us a lesson. You don't think Thanos taught a lesson? They pitted him as the bad guy, but did he teach a lesson? And even if you go back and watch these shows, it's the lesson that I'm looking at it like, are they saying that Thanos was right? Think about it. Like, half the population gone. It seems like everybody was better off with half of that population gone. Yeah, they lost loved ones and stuff like that. But to me, the overall lesson is maybe we do need to cut down on some of this pollution and figure out a way to have a better balance with nature, earth, stuff like that. Because like Thanos said, I snap half of y'all out of existence. I guarantee you'll have a better way of life. And that's all Thanos, to me, the message Thanos was trying to state. You know what I'm saying? Was his methods particularly wrong? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He was a bad guy. But that does not mean that his ideology was wrong. You see what I'm saying? So it's messages. You just got to, they're not cookie. If you're looking for cookie cutter messages, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's messages in all these. I mean, they Disney movies. You know what I'm saying? It's messages in these movies. No, don't say that. Definitely gonna watch it from home. Okay. You know, I had wanted to go to the theaters to watch Kong vs. Godzilla. Didn't get a chance to go. I still might go just because. But I feel you. You know, a lot of people still just not comfortable yet. You know what I'm saying? Or going out there But from what I understand, the movie theater is super. You know what I'm saying? Super clean, super safe. It's not packed. You know what I'm saying? It's only, if I remember correctly, like 25% capacity. So you can't, it's not nut to butt or shoulder to shoulder or anything like that. You're just up in there with space. It's just you. The next person is plenty seats away. You know what I'm saying? You can wear your mask. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So from what I understand and what I've been told is the movie theaters is doing their best to keep cleanliness first, keep everybody safe. So, you know, if you feel like giving it a shot, give it a shot. I'm probably going to give it a shot. She also says, yes, we do. We need nature to survive. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's the message that was, as far as in Infinity, the Infinity War and Endgame goes, I think. He said, I didn't like how they watered down Taskmaster. He doesn't look nothing like in the comics. He looks more like a Joe character or a Power Ranger. But, I mean, all right, let me ask you this. How would you adapt Taskmaster for the big screen? because I think this is probably the only way you can do it. Have you got the skull looking face plate? It's not an actual skull like in the comics. I get it, but how do you adapt that with, you know what I'm saying? Because Taskmaster is still just a human being. He's not, you know what I'm saying? He's just a human being. So how do you adapt Taskmaster into for the screen? Answer, you know what I'm saying? Let me know how you would adapt that. How would you adapt Taskmaster for the big screen? Because seems to me that's almost comic book accurate. He got the hood, the cape. I didn't see the. I think he did show the sword, but he's got the sword, the shield. He's using. It seemed like he's using everybody's moves. Until, you know what? I can't pass judgment until I see the movie. How about that? I won't pass judgment until I see the movie. But to me, it seems like he's pretty comic book accurate as far as his look goes. Matter of fact, let me see. Let me find a picture. I'm gonna find the Taskmaster. If I can get a side by side image of Taskmaster. Let's see. See, all these ones always have them without the hood. Let me show this picture. And then I'm going to just show Taskmaster. Get it straight up and down. Here we go. Because I mean, maybe you see something else that I don't see, but to me, it's kind of accurate to me. Here we go. So you got this guy. This is the actual from the movies, right? Then you have this. So as you see, you got him, the skull, the shield, got him holding the arrow. I don't see a big difference other than making the face. But I mean, okay, you say, but they made Red Skull look like a ghost. Why can't they do that for Taskmaster? Maybe Kevin Feige at Disney is scared to lose it. Nah. I mean, why? We know Red Skull, the reason why his face ended up the way it ended up is why? Because he experimented on himself with that super soldier serum and it messed his face up, right? We know that. That's even in the comic book. But like I said, Taskmaster, what is the origin of his mask anyway in the comic books? I'm actually not too familiar with the reason why he wears the skull mask, but what is the, you know what I'm saying, the big reason behind it? So what purpose does it serve, right? Here, it serves a purpose. It's a mask. I think he uses to study people's moves. He uses the goggles or whatever. That's what I'm guessing. The mask looks skull-like. It's not a skull, but it looks skull-like. The shield, the sword, the cloak with the hood. I don't see too much of a big difference, man. I really don't. I really don't. But you know, it's to each his own. To each his own. But I'm gonna keep moving. Keep moving. All right. The next one we have up is Godzilla vs. Kong, king of the box office. So over the weekend, if y'all didn't know, Godzilla vs. Kong came out. And really did the damn thing. Dope movie too, man. I don't know how many of y'all watched it. I watched it. Real dope movie. I really enjoyed it. This is coming from Variety. It says Godzilla vs. Kong is the box office and the HBO Max hit. And they're asking the question, will it shake up future moviegoers? So I'm going to read this real quick. But nah, this shit too long. I thought I was going to read it. But I will answer the question. I will go through it real fast. After months of new releases bringing in lackluster box office ticket sales, Godzilla vs. Kong racked up $48.5 million in its first 5 days in theaters. It was the best showing by a landslide for a movie since the pandemic. And just to let y'all know too, also, which is, I found this crazy, it beat its previous movie that came out, Godzilla King of the Monsters. So in its opening weekend. So that should let you know something. Either Warner Brothers put up a lot of money for people to come and watch this, or people just went out and watched it because they just wanted to see that. At the same time, Godzilla vs. Kong was offered on HBO Max, the streaming service owned by Warner Media, for no extra charge to subscribers. A monthly subscription to HBO Max costs $15, blah, blah, blah. We know that. Yada, yada, yada. With Godzilla vs. Kong, Warner Brothers said the monster tentpole had a larger viewing audience excuse me, than any other film or show on HBO Max since the launch. The benefit in the absence of clarity around digital viewership, at least for studios, is the ability to parcel out information and only share data that makes their services look good. For example, the studio similarly reported in January that Little Things, a thriller starring Denzel Washington, immediately shot up to #1 on HBO Max, yet there wasn't no information given. And that's one thing that I don't like with these streaming services. They'll just tell you, yeah, this such and such is the #1 movie, or such and such is streaming, you know what I'm saying, super high or whatever. And it's like, where's the numbers for this? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people right now still are waiting on the Zack Snyder's Justice League numbers because nobody's reporting those numbers. You know what I'm saying? It's continuously trending, but there's no numbers reported. And then Godzilla vs. Kong comes out and it's straight up the #1. So, you know what I'm saying? It's real iffy, man. But like I said, I went to watch the movie, or I didn't go watch it. I watched the movie. Really enjoyed it. Felt sorry for my boy. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm not gonna spoil it. But you know what I'm saying? It was dope. It was dope. The outcome is expected. The more you think about it after you watch the movie, the outcome is expected, and hopefully we'll get some more MonsterVerse movies, because from what I understand, that is also trending. Continue the MonsterVerse, so it seems like we might be getting more Godzilla, or maybe a little bit more Kong. I wouldn't mind seeing more Kong. Yeah. It says, for a big budget movie like Godzilla vs. Kong, which cost $165 million to produce, the results are even more significant. When Warner Brothers first announced it was sending its entire slate to HBO Max, everybody flipped their wig, man. Everybody went crazy. Whoa, hold on. All the other distributors and all the movies was like, nah, you can't do that. But see, like when I first heard that HBO or that Warner Brothers was going to be doing that, it let me know that they were thinking about the sign of the times, right? They was thinking, hey, streaming is king, right? We got all these movies that we can't sit on because we're accruing debt by sitting on these movies. We have to release them some kind of way. What's the best way? Oh, we got the streaming platform. So why not put it in theaters, let those who can go to the movie theaters go see it on the big screen, and then at the same time, those who don't want to venture out and risk their health can stay at home and watch it also. But all they have to do is subscribe to HBO Max. I thought that was like the perfect two for one. I can get these people over here and I can get these people over here, and all the money will still come back to me. I can make two parties happy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why everybody looked at it as a big deal. I could see the movie theaters more so looking at it as a big deal, because now I guess it's cutting in on their revenue, but the movie theaters wasn't getting revenue anyway. This deal that HBO Max came up with is the only thing that's probably keeping movie theaters afloat, because a lot of these other studios aren't putting movies into the theaters, right? Warner Brothers is, but a lot of these other ones aren't. So I think they should be grateful for what they did. XR Khan says, that movie should be called Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, because Kong was hopeless versus Godzilla. Did no damage and needed Godzilla to be able to beat Mecha, so he also looked older and smaller. I feel that, like I said, man, the outcome was expected. What can you say about And I'm gonna be serious. I wanted to see more Kong do his thing, but then, like I said, watching that movie, it lets you know he was in the, you know what I'm saying, he's outclassed. This is Batman versus Superman in the real spiel. But this is Batman. This is Superman versus Batman, but Batman with no gadgets or one gadget. That's it. No money. It's a wash. It's a wash from they was fighting in water. Come on, man. Come on. You see what I'm saying? So but I enjoyed that dynamic, and I see where they could possibly go with this. I enjoyed the Mecha Godzilla aspect of it. I think a lot of people was wondering what made Mecha Godzilla go crazy. I think this is just a theory of mine. I think Ghidorah's essence was inside of Mecha Godzilla, and that's why he lashed out the way he did or whatever, because the Asian dude was no longer in control. Like I said, spoilers. I'm sorry if y'all ain't seen it, man. Please cover your ears. My bad. But yeah, now I agree with you. Could have been called Godzilla, but then that would have been the big. They didn't want to do the big reveal, even though they did it in the trailers already. They didn't want to do the big reveal by calling it that. Plus, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla wouldn't sell like Godzilla versus Kong. You know what I'm saying? But he's still not King Kong yet. You see what I'm saying? So I'm gonna hold out on that. I'm gonna hold out on sooner or later we will get King Kong. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. How did y'all enjoy that movie if you went and saw it? Let me know what's up. What else they got? So it says, we are all learning as we go. Studios are experimenting and figuring out how to best reach consumers during this pandemic. Says upcoming summer releases like Paramount's A Quiet Place, Top Gun Maverick, as well as Universal's Fast and the Furious sequel F9 will play exclusively in theaters for a period of time before landing on digital platforms. So what's going on right now, you have a lot of these studios who have now said that they want the theatrical window to be shortened. So now instead of, I think it was a 90-day window, now it's only 45 days in theaters. So they basically slashed it in half. So it'll go 45 days in theaters, and then it'll go PVOD. You know what I'm saying? So that way they can recoup as much money as they can from these projects. Because you got to think, if you sit on a movie that costs you $200-300 million, think of how much money you're losing by sitting on that movie, on that project, man. Because a lot of these films, the money was loaned to them. So imagine a $200 million loan accruing interest, you know what I'm saying, for a year. That's a lot of money they got to recoup, man. Lots of money. XR, what you say? It was like the right was a racist against Kong, but let's see what they're going to do now that Kong was in the hollow earth and Kong has 14 years of growth. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people say about that because he was, you know what I'm saying, with the chains and everything like that. I try not to play, you know what I'm saying? I try not to play into the whole being race baited. You know what I'm saying? I see it when it's blatant, I see it, but I guess you can say that, you know what I'm saying? People see what they want to see. And I'm not saying you're wrong or you know what I'm saying, but how else are you supposed to get Kong to go to where you're going, you know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it, I mean, I put it to you like this. If Kong was a dog and they had him chained up, would you think the same thing? Let me ask you that. Would you think the same thing? Me, I never looked at myself as an ape or monkey or anything like that. So when I see a monkey in chains, I don't think of black people in chains because we're not monkeys or apes. So that never really, you know what I'm saying? I don't consider myself a monkey or an ape or even similar or looking like one. So that never, just don't do it for me like that. What else you got for me, XR? You say Taskmaster wears the mask because he was trained in Mexico military base and he used to worship the god of death. Okay. So, but it's still a mask though, right? But that's what I'm saying. So it's still a mask. Taskmaster is still A human being. Am I correct? So with Taskmaster still being a human being, come on now. That's what I was looking for. With him still being a human being, that means that he's still a human being. The mask is just a mask. Come on. So with the way Marvel, if Marvel wants to do it to where it's like a helmet type, and I mean, a person with a skull like that, worshiping the god of death, that's crazy. But it works for the comics. Okay, I'll put it to you like this. Think of how much they changed Thanos. Thanos also worships the god of death, right? Not the god of death, death. They didn't put none of that into Thanos's backstory. None of that is in his backstory. He's not a sadistic, maniacal, just murder, death, kill type person. This Thanos that they gave us in the MCU, you can probably sit down and play spades with after he had finished doing his work. After he snapped his fingers, if you would have came over to Thanos' house and said, hey man, I'm here to kick it and play spades with you, he would have kicked it and played spades with you, right? He would have threw a house party. Everybody, we kumbaya after that. But the Thanos in the comics, crazy, megalomaniac, killer, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, Thanos was going to run through you. You know what I'm saying? Off with your head, no matter what, because he's trying to please death. In the MCU, I can't have this character because I want kids to watch these. Remember, they want kids to watch these movies. Not just teenagers, but kids. Think how many kids cried when Peter Parker got snapped away, right? They want that. That's how they made Thanos a bad guy. Because at the end of the day, Thanos didn't really do nothing. Who did he kill? He killed, who did we see Thanos kill on screen? We seen him kill Heimdall and Loki, right? Heimdall and Loki. That's it. What do you think about the MCU writers change X-Men name because it bothers the feminists and woke SWJ? Now, I do think that that's trash to me. I don't mind the name mutants, but that doesn't mean get away from the name X-Men, right? If they want to do a movie called The Mutants, I'm cool with that, but don't get away from the X-Men. You see what I'm saying? And that's another thing. When getting into, oh yeah, does Division count? Was he alive? I forgot. Yeah, he did do Division. But when getting into changing the name because of feminist or quote unquote the woke community and stuff like that, and I ask this question all the time: when do we as a society draw the line? Right? Some things work. Some things from back in the day work. I know us as a society, as we're moving forward and we're getting smarter and more acceptable, which is cool. But some things just work, just flat out work. You don't go and recreate the wheel because you can't. You know what I'm saying? A wheel is a wheel. A square is a square. Like, it's certain things that don't need to be touched. So the name X-Men is an all-inclusive name. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Matter of fact, the X-Men, if you go and look at it, is probably one of the most diverse groups of superheroes that you have in comics, period. There's gay mutants, black mutants, white mutants, Asian, you know what I'm saying? Like, all that. Matter of fact, the term mutant is for those who for the unaccepted. You know what I'm saying? For the people from the other side of the tracks, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So to get rid of X-Men would be a major violation. And I'm going to put it to you like this. That X-Men name recognition, that's the moneymaker, not the word mutants. us, the sweaties guys, you know what I'm saying, us nerds or whatever, who really real heavy into the comics, we down with, we know what mutants is, but when people hear X-Men, when kids hear X-Men, where your mama, your daddy, or whoever, you know what I'm saying, that's going to bring the money. That's name recognition. They know Wolverine is an X-Men. Storm is an X-Men. Cyclops is an X-Men. You know what I'm saying? They know these things. So for them to change that, that would be dumb. That would be stupid. Says Thanos got too humanized and watered down in the movies. He was too passive. Thanos was ruthless. Now, I agree with you. And that's what I'm saying. Thanos is ruthless in the comics. But that's what I'm saying. You have to learn, and this is what I had to learn. You got to learn to separate the comics from the movies. You know what I'm saying? You have to learn to, if you want the comic book Thanos, go read the comic book. Go read that. But the MCU, remember, it's an adaptation. I have to adapt Thanos for the big screen. You see what I'm saying? Because I can't go bar for bar, page for page out of the comics and I can, but it won't sell well. And I have to make money. At the end of the day, the studio wants to make money. And it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be perfect, but is it good enough? Yeah, it is dumb as fuck. If they do change it, it will be dumb as fuck. What you say? It's not the woke community, because if they were, they would leave it. Right. Like, the real wokeness is knowing, real wokeness is knowing your limitations, knowing what needs to be changed or what doesn't need to be changed. Hurting somebody's feelings, if out of 1 million people, if 5 people feelings is hurt, oh well, suck it up, keep moving. That's being woke, because the ways of few should not outweigh the views of many. That's how I look at it. If this thing has been working for 50, 60, 70, 100, 200, 300 years, and then all of a sudden one person wakes up and says, nah, man, that's real aggravating. That's getting on my nerves. And now I have to change my whole lineup because of this, because of the few? Nah. Who probably not even going to go see the movie in the first place, right? So why would I want to appease some people who's probably not even going to come see this movie anyway? Makes no sense. I'm not watching if they change the name from X-Men. Fox movies are going to become masterpiece after they make a whole X-Men movie. I really hope they don't go that way, man. I really hope they don't go that way. I really don't. I wonder the damage they're going to do to Logan, since he is a very masculine, alpha, high testosterone male who loves to smoke and drink. They removed Tony Stark alcoholism and womanizing behavior. Nah, they didn't remove his womanizing. Go back and watch those Iron Man movies. He was doing some, he was all over Black Widow. He was over the other reporter chick. He was womanizing. Now, they didn't show him like bedding these women, but he was all over the place with women. Remember, he couldn't get Pepper the first couple movies. He was not involved with Pepper. Remember that. And they quit Logan smoking, about 20 years ago. Even in the comics, they quit him from smoking 20 years ago. Once tobacco was sued or something like that. I remember right before Marvel filed for bankruptcy, Logan quit smoking. So yeah, but yeah, he's still a womanizer, man. He's still a womanizer. But I appreciate this. I gotta this is my time, man. I gotta go. Gotta go take the youngin to practice, man. I appreciate y'all really interacting, man. And this was a good stream. This was a real good stream. But I got a dip. He became a sin. Well, 3 was horrible anyway. 3 was a bad movie. I really hated 3. 3 was bad. 3 was bad. But I do think they should have explored his alcoholism. I do think, because certain things make for a great film. If they would have implemented his alcoholism into part 3, and we could have seen the, you know what I'm saying, the downfall of Tony Stark, then it would have made us appreciate Tony Stark even more once he came up out of the bottle. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I'm here. We here, XR. We here, dog. But like I said, I got to go, man. I got to bounce. And Like I said, I appreciate y'all joining in with me, man. Uh, like I said, if you want to support the channel, you know where to go, www.buymeacoffee.com/blueshouse. And I'm still trying to bring y'all merch. I'm trying to get it together. Bear with me. You know what I'm saying? It is coming. Merch is coming, and I'm going to try to do some behind-the-scenes type stuff. All of that, man. The problem is Disney. We'll see, man. We'll see, because I can't get into it right now. Not right now. Hit me. Hey, XR, do me a favor. I'm a go into the comments section on my YouTube page, man, and we're gonna talk offline. How about that? I need to get this Discord thing going, and maybe we can talk over there too. Once I get my Discord up and running and learn how to even work Discord, man, because I really don't know how to work it. we'll meet up over there, man. But yeah. Or you can go to Buy Me a Coffee, man. We can talk offline. We'll make some things happen. But yeah, if you want to support the channel, hit that link right there. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know the next time I drop a video or I go live. So as I say, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. And we out of here. Peace.